Introduction. Decision making is an integral part of our daily lives, from small everyday choices to significant life altering decisions. Our ability to make decisions shapes our personal and professional experiences. The process of decision making is often influenced by psychological factors, which can lead to both rational and irrational outcomes. The psychology behind decision making encompasses how people think, the basis they have, how emotions and social influences impact their choices. Understanding the psychology of decision making is not only important for improving individual decision quality, but also for understanding collective decision process in organizations, politics, and society at large. This field of study combines elements of cognitive psychology, behavioral economics, and social psychology, highlighting the complex interplay between the brain, emotions, and external influences. Number 1. The cognitive process of decision making. At the core of decision making lies a cognitive process where an individual evaluates difficult options and selects the one that seems to provide the greatest benefit of least cost. This process often involves several stages: perception and information gathering. The decision-making process starts when a person perceives a problem or opportunity. Information is gathered from various sources such as past experiences, available data, or advice from others. Analysis and evaluation. The brain processes this information, weighing the pros and cons of each option. Cognitive models such as decision trees or cost-benefit analysis are often used to assess these alternatives, choice, and action. Once the evaluation is complete, the individual makes a choice and takes action. This phase can also involve a review of previous decisions to guide the choice-making process. This process is typically seen as rational, but research has shown that the human brain does not always operate in a purely logical manner. Cognitive basis can influence the decision-making process in all ways that deviate from rationality. Number 2. The role of emotions in decision making. Emotions play a significant role in how we can make decisions. While traditional models of decision making emphasize logic and reason, contemporary psychological research recognizes the powerful influence of emotions on our choices. Emotions can be helpful, such as when they alert us to danger or motivate us to pursue goals, but they can also lead to poor decision making when they could judgment. Positive emotions. These emotions, such as joy or excitement, can lead to more risk-taking behaviors. They can help us make decisions that are aligned with our personal goals or that promote our well-being. Negative emotions, fear, anxiety, and sadness can create a sense of urgency or avoidance, which might lead to overlay cautions, decisions, or choices made in haste. However, research in affective forecasting has shown that people often mispredict their emotional responses to future outcomes, leading them to make decisions that are not aligned with their long-term happiness. Number 3. Cognitive bases and heuristics in decision making. Cognitive bases are systematic patterns of deviation from rationality which can affect our decision making process. These bases are often shortcuts our brain uses to simplify decision making, but they can lead to errors. The field of behavioral economics, pioneered by scholars like Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, has identified numerous cognitive bases that influence decisions. Confirmation bases: the tendency to favor information that confirms pre-existing beliefs or hypotheses, ignoring information that contradicts, ensuring bias. The reliance on the first piece of information incorporated when making a decision, even if it's irrelevant. Availability heuristics: the tendency to base information on information that is readily available or recent in memory rather than on all relevant facts. Number 4. Decision fatigue and its effects. Decision fatigue refers to the deterioration in the quality of decision made after long sessions of decision making. When individuals are faced with making many decisions, their material and mental energy begins to deplete, leading them to make choices that are impulsive, uniform, or even avoidant. This is particularly relevant in stakes or stressful situations where contentious decision making becoming overwhelming. Impact on judgment: as decision fatigue sets in, individuals may opt for the default choice or making decisions that require less cognitive effort, even if they are suboptimal. Reducing decision fatigue: strategies like taking breaks, delegating decisions, or simplifying choices can help reduce decision fatigue and improve the quality of decisions. Number 5. The influence on social factors on decision making. Humans are inherently social creators, and our decisions are often influenced by the people around us. Social factors including peer pressure, groupthink, and social norms can have a significant impact on how decisions are made, sometimes leading individuals to make choices they might not have made on their own. Peer pressure: the influence of others can lead individuals to make decisions they wouldn't normally take, especially when it involves confirming the group of expectations. Think phenomenon occurs that when the desire from harmony or conformity in a group results in irrational or dysfunctional decision making, people may suppress dissenting options, overlook alternative solutions, or avoid critical analysis to maintain group unity. Social norms, culture, and social expectations can guide individuals to decisions, pushing them towards choices that align with acceptance, behaviors, or values. Social influences therefore highlight how individual decision making is often a collective process shaped the impact of stress and pressure on decision making. Stress can significantly affect the way people make decisions. When an individual is under stress or pressure, the decision-making process can be seeked, leading to poor or hasty choices. Stress activates the body's fight or flight response, which can narrow focus and limit the ability to consider all relevant information. Number 7. The influence of past experiences on decision making. Our previous experiences play a pivotal role in shaping our decision making strategies. We tend to draw upon previous situations and outcomes to guide our current choices. This is known as experiential leading, where individuals use the knowledge gained from past successes or failures to inform future decisions, learning from mistakes. If a past decision led to a negative outcome, individuals might avoid similar decisions in future. This can help avoid repeated errors, but might also create unnecessary fear or avoidance. Positive reinforcement. Conversely, positive outcomes enforce certain decision-making behaviors, encouraging individuals to repeat actions that led to success in the past. Number 8. The role of annotation in decision-making. Annotation is the ability to make decisions based on instinct without the need of deliberate reasoning. This type of decision-making is often seen in situations that require quick judgment or in highly familiar contexts where an individual has expensive expertise. Expert annotation. Experienced individuals in a particular field such as doctors or athletes may rely heavily on annotation on their brains and have been trained to recognize patterns and make quick decisions based on past experiences. Number 9. Decision-making model. Rational versus emotional choice. The debate between rational versus emotional decision-making is a long-standing one. Rational decision-making involves a systematic process of analyzing facts and considering all available options. In contrast, emotional decision-making is driven by feelings, impulses, and instincts. Rational decision-making. This model assumes that individuals can process information logically, widening the pros and cons of each option and choosing the most beneficial course of action. Emotional decision-making. Emotional decision-making are often more about impulsive and can be based on a person's feelings or desires, while emotional decisions can feel more fulfilling. They may not always be the best in terms of long-term outcomes. In practice, most decisions involve a combination of both rational and emotional elements, with the balance shifting depending on the situation. Number 10. The importance of decision-making in leadership and management. Effective decision-making is cornerstone of successful leadership and management. Leaders are often tasked with making complex decisions that impact entire teams or organizations. Their ability to make sound decisions can determine the success or failure of their organizations. Decision-making style in leadership. Leaders may adopt different decision-making styles. Ethical decision-making. Leaders must also consider the ethical implications of their decision, ensuring that their choices align with organizational values and societal norms. The psychological factors influencing decision-making in leadership roles are essential for ensuring that decisions are not only effective but also ethical and responsible. Conclusion. The psychology of decision-making is a complex and multifaceted process that encompasses cognitive, emotional, and social factors. Understanding how our minds work when making decisions can help us improve the quality of our choices and reduce the likelihood of making errors. Whether it's recognizing cognitive biases, managing stress, or understanding the influence of past experiences, there are many factors at play in shaping our decisions. By being aware of these psychological influences, individuals can become more effective decision makers, leading to better outcomes in both personal and professional contexts.